South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And to a vibrant drum beat, we are underway here in Rio. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, right back to Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books. It's a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Oilers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now ETN to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. On play action, Lawrence. Wide open, that's Clark. They lost him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
His throw incomplete. The Jaguars in 12-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. 23 yards to pick up there. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed, and then some.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Running left, it's Hall. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This defense for the Jaguars very strong in that victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 7-7, our score after 1. Straight ahead is home. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 9 now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll get this up over the 25 to 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and they're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Yeah, a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
ETN up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 42 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Houston.
Our first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Oilers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's 2nd and 10. handoff for Etienne. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Paul again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, here's Etienne. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Delson in motion. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Bates' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Second and 13. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call. It ended up maybe closing them out.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 25 yards that time. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now it's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mark Andrews, 39 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That's complete to Dell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A toss left side for Hall. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 70. And the Oilers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jaguars 38, Oilers 31.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The offense will line up for a 10-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? One, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play this defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now, Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Rio, a victory in Week 18 gives him a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Houston, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7 and 10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say